move. So we are moving on to that 3 equations of motion. That is what we learned in the last class. Yes? Roshan, what is velocity time relation, Roshan? Others just go through those 3 equations, what we learned. Equations of motion.
V minus U by T.
Yeah? Is that, did I teach you equations of motion?
No.
Velocity time relation, position time relation. Did I teach you?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe 9A, 9C. Is this first class in this week? Did you have the class on Monday?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Then okay. Then we have not learned. So we are moving on to the new topic. Equations of motion. This is also again problems. Equations of motion. Okay. Equations of motion. So, equation of motion, there is a derivation you have, but since it is repeating in +1, I am not teaching you that. So, what you have to learn is only this equation, and then you need to use this equation to find the answers, problems. So, there are mainly 3 equations of motion, and this is a great impact. These 3 equations of motion, you should not forget, especially those who are intended to go for mechanical, engineering stream, mechanical, aeronautical engineering, okay, automobile engineering, marine engineering. These are the different engineering. Well, in all this, we mainly uses this equation of motion to design or manufacture vehicles, aeroplanes, all this, because this is mainly tells you without the help of graph, it will help you to find out the displacement, velocity and acceleration. Velocity and acceleration. Even displacement you can find out with the help of this equation. So mainly we have 3 equations of motion. The first equation of motion is known as velocity time relation. Velocity time relation. Velocity time relation. And according to that, this is our equation. V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT. First equation, V is equal to U plus AT. I can ask you like one word, I mean to the objective type question, write velocity time relation. When I say write velocity time relation, you need to write this equation. V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, position time.
AT means?
I'll explain to you. First we say, how many letters we learned in this chapter? What is V?
Velocity.
What is A? Where we learned this letter A?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. Okay. So here A is acceleration. Position time relation, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Right? Position time relation means you need to write S is equal to ut plus half at square. And third equation. Third equation is position velocity relation. Position velocity relation. Position velocity relation. We have 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Now we are going to see each letter. Okay. All the letter you know. One letter which you may not know is S. S is nothing. It is displacement. Okay. So you can write down where V is equal to final velocity. Final velocity. U is equal to initial velocity. A is equal to acceleration. S is equal to displacement. Displacement or distance. And you know what is time? Time is T is equal to yes, time. So these three equations can be used according to the question what it is given. Okay. So in all the first two equations of motion, you have a term time. Correct. But in third equation, we don't have time. We only have velocity and displacement and acceleration. Okay. Now, once you learn here, there are some cases you already know. Acceleration can be positive or negative. So depending upon that, sometimes the sign will change. Sign will change means, for example, suppose negative acceleration, this plus become what? Plus will turn into acceleration become negative. So naturally this equation will be changed into which form? Negative. Suppose A is negative. Suppose A is negative. Then what happened to your equation? Tell me. V is equal negative. To U plus V is equal to U minus AT. It changes. Gone up. Okay. So you can write it down. You can write it down. Case 1. Case 1. Case 1. If A is negative acceleration, if A is negative acceleration, then first equation become, you have already written there. Tell me V is equal to? U by U minus plus. U minus negative. Yeah, negative. 80. So it become plus. Plus turn into minus. Yeah. Similarly, S is equal to UT. Acceleration is there. So what is your equation is going to be? Minus. Minus 80 square.
80 square.
Yeah. Now how do you know it's a negative acceleration? Velocity should decrease. If velocity is decreasing, then only we can say an acceleration is negative. Negative. Yes, yes, very good. In this case only, there will be changes in the equation. That is case 1. Now case 2. Case 2. When an object is moving upwards. So far we were studying forward motion and backward. That means when velocity increases, the car will move with the maximum velocity, more velocity. When we apply the brake, what will happen? It decreases. So in that case, acceleration become negative. Now, an object is moving upwards. This is about we are moving against the gravity of Earth. So in this case, a peculiar feature we have here, instead of A, we use acceleration due to gravity. That is G. Instead of A, we can use another letter, acceleration due to gravity. Even you write A, no problem. But usually, next chapter, we have a chapter, gravitation chapter. There we will be learning this letter. So G is acceleration due to gravity. That is, when Earth is, if you move upward, yeah, you write down. And it's a standard value. Earth gravity is a standard value you need to study by heart. 9 meter per second square, or it is equal to 10 meter per second square. 9.8 approximately equal to 10. So in the problem, it will be mentioned either you should use 9.8 or 10. According to that, you have to use it. So when object is moving upward, listen, my dear, have you completed all of you? Yes. When object is moving upwards, the movement of the object always against the gravitational force of the Earth. Correct? 8th standard we learned contact force and non-contact force. So gravitational force is a what type of force?
Non-contact.
It's a non-contact force. So remember, so whenever we go above the surface of the Earth, what Earth does? Earth pulls you. Earth pulls you back. As a result, what will happen to the movement? Just you think you are going in the air, going upward. Now, Earth is pulling you. So what will happen to you? Navaneet.
Backwards.
Yeah, wait. Navaneet.
Ma'am, it will come backwards.
Backwards means it's not backwards. You will try to go against that. But what will happen to your speed?
Decrease.
Decrease. The speed decrease or velocity decrease. Therefore, acceleration becomes positive or negative.
Positive.
Fizan, did you hear? I asked Navaneet. When you are moving upward, Earth is pulling you. So naturally, your velocity or speed decreases. So in that case, acceleration will be negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. So from this, what do you understand? If you are moving upwards against the gravity, your velocity decreases. Your velocity decreases. Because it's just like that. You wanted to run, you wanted to walk, and your friend is going and catching you and pulling you back. The same effect you will experience in the motion of Earth, in the motion of upward motion. Correct? Okay. So that is the case 2. So our equation is turned into, again, what you can say? Therefore, G is negative. G is negative because, write down, because velocity decreases velocity decreases due to, in this case, G is negative because velocity decreases due to gravitational force. Due to gravitational force. It is just like opposite force. You wanted to move forward, upward direction, but there is an opposite force is pushing you or pulling you in opposite direction. That's why your speed decreases. Correct? Therefore, your equation is again changed into V is equal to, instead of A, you can use the letter G. V is equal to U minus GT. And your S also change into, see, when you go upward and downward motion, we don't say displacement. What we say? Height. Correct? So, instead of S, we can use the letter height. S is equal to UT minus half GT square. Children, it's not necessary that you by heart these equations. You only study that first case one. V is equal to U plus AT. But when we ask the numerical, this case should be in your mind. Otherwise, you get confused. Don't by heart all these cases in your mind. What you need to by heart? This occasion, this situation. In which situation acceleration becomes G and what is the positive or negative. Once you understand that concept, naturally, whenever problem comes, you will get to these negative values. It's not a problem. So I am just giving you, for you, have a little more. This is the changes taking place in the equation. So some of you just by heart all this, but at last what will happen, you know, you missed up. The first case, second case, third case, everything will become blank for you. So what my advice to you, learn this condition. In which condition velocity decreases or acceleration becomes G. Learn that point. Then naturally your equation you will able to do it. Okay. So physics is like that, children. You need to use your own way of method. Similarly, third one also. I'm just taking V squared minus U squared become minus 2GH. So instead of 2AS, you can write it G and H. Why it is minus? Because of it is upward motion. So these all are cases you need to memorize. Okay. That's all. Okay. Are you okay with it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, without my explanation, Ilana, I am asking you. Now, I am talking about object is moving upwards, it is negative. Then, if you are coming down, what happens to your velocity? If you are coming down, whether your velocity decreases or increases, Ilana? Yeah, no, wait. Boys are very good in that, I know. I want from the girls. Ilana. Yes? Ilana, I think your video stuck. I can't hear you. Okay, I go to Lena. Lena. Who's tapping on the mic? Shankar, are you doing something there?
No, ma'am.
Decrease.
Did you hear my question?
It's not me, Anisha.
Okay. When object is moving upward, we learn velocity decreases. Suppose you are coming downward in the direction of gravitational force. What happens to your velocity?
Increases.
Increases. Understood? So
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
a case 3. When an object is coming down, what will happen? Velocity increases Because you are in the direction of gravitational force. So direction of the gravitational force and your direction is same. And this is the reason some of you jump from, you have heard, some of us jumped from 5-star building and committed suicide. Correct? Yeah? That is, we have heard many times. It's a practical knowledge that when you jump from or you die. Why? Because as you come down, the velocity is maximum. And when you hit the floor, the velocity is maximum. And impact of your fall will make you to die, or your bones get fractured, your skull get open. And you also must have seen, if a mango, you know, a small mango, if you are supposed to be under a mango tree, suppose a mango is falling, and if it is falling on your head, what you will experience? It's a mango season. Now, Fisan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So, Eva, if the mango falls on your head, what do you feel? Just imagine mango is falling on you.
Pain.
You will get a severe pain. It will be pain which is more than someone is throwing that mango at you. A person throw a mango at you and a mango which is falling directly on your head. Impact is different. You directly falling from the mango tree, directly falling, its velocity increases. So you will get severe pain than someone is throwing mango at you. Okay. So this is the impact. Why? Because your motion and the earth gravitational force, both of us are in the same direction. When you go upward, what will happen? Your motion is against the gravitational force. That's why velocity decreasing. So, when an object falls to the earth, velocity increases and it reaches to a maximum point. Till it hit. After hitting, what will happen? Slowly, again velocity decreases and the object which fallen stops. Okay. So while they fall in, some energy wasted. That is why mango or coconut which falls on the floor, after some time it will remain. It will remain without movement. With the impact of fall, some energy of that will be wasted. So that's the reason. So this is a case 3. Did you understand that? So case 3. So I will say to you, my dear, by heart all the 3 equations, generally what I gave you in the beginning. This and all, study the condition and according to that you change the equation. So case 3. Case 3. When an object falls to the ground, when an object falls to the ground, velocity increases because the fall of an object, or the motion of an object, let us write the motion of an object is in the direction of gravitational force. In the direction of gravitational force. Therefore, we are having equations, positive everything. V is equal to U plus GT. Second, H is equal to UT plus half GT square. And third equation, V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. So everything will be positive. Here G stands for A, H stands for S. Okay? Okay, students. So we are winding up the session now. Look, children, you are learning lots of new things. Okay? 8th standard, whatever you learned is little only. So every day I am again reminding you to go through the topics.
Ma'am, can you show the board once more?
Okay. I have already given in the printer notes. Just go through it, okay? Okay, children, can I wind up the session now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome.